Alright, false start there because YouTube's retarded. I hate YouTube sometimes. Hate YouTube all the time, actually. So let's go over what we just went over. Since nobody probably seen what we just went over. Get Discord back up here. We're going to do it out of order because I just looked at this. Which is yttrium, barium, cuprid ingot. This vacuum freezer. And it is copper, barium, and yttrium. And you get 6 from 6. And apparently the reason why the recipe was so weird was because it was from GTCEU, which makes sense they would put it in a fucking mixer. And then the other thing is the drilling fluid is back to looking like proper drilling mud instead of whatever that weird yellow shit was last time. Made the large sifter output to each layer. So is it going down? So we're going to get exquisites out of the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then dust out the bottom. And then he also fixed somewhere down here, no longer requires ULV output buses, so we can use any output buses we want. And this is one of the things that, again, you guys didn't get to hear this because of the screw up with YouTube, is that we have a really bad winter storm coming through. There's actually a blizzard warning in Florida and Texas. It's so fucking cold down here. We're getting down to like 9 degrees tonight. So I will be hibernating till sometime tomorrow afternoon when it warms back up. So things like this that need actual proper testing, we're probably going to test like tomorrow night. Where I can go and mine some stuff to put through here. Change all the things around, all that kind of shit. I'm just kind of looking over the things and testing the smaller things that I'm not knocking off of my table tonight before it gets too damn cold. Let's see. I am going to look and see if we have something we can run through it real quick, but I don't know if we do. Actually, now that I think about it, we do, but it's not something we care about. We have this damn topaz shit that we don't care about. And I'm pretty sure it gives, it gives exquisites and shit. So I can run it through real quick. Just do that. And put this directly into there.
And set the pipe so you can see it.
And we're going to take all of these pipes and disconnect them because we don't want this going through the system. And we want to see what's in the hatches. Alright. Then we take that out. Connect that back up so all that stuff can do what it needs to do. Then we'll throw that in the input bus. Let this run. Large sifter is now supposed to have a tooltip. So there we go. Controller block runs up to 64 processes at a time. 5x7x3. Basin of titanium casings, max of 78. 3x6x1 of filter casings inside the basin, exactly 18. 1 input bus, any top. 6 output buses, 1 per layer except the top. And 1 HV plus energy hatch, any casing, bottom layer. Here we go. We actually have a structure detail. Alright, so we got 2 dust in the bottom. We got 2 chipped. We got a flawed. We got regular. We got flawless. And we didn't get any exquisite. So, yep, it looks like you did that right. Without, further testing to make sure it stays that way. But I'm sure it will. Now we'll pop all this crap out of here because we really don't care. Topaz is basically useless unless we get enough of it to... What is it we do to this crap? Electrolyze it. We can get a little bit of alumina, silicon dioxide. Fluorine would be the only reason why we'd really care to run it. And then some water. We can easily get the other 2 things. So, yeah. That can just sit in there and look stupid. For right now. Okay. Large sifter.
There's one use for topaz. Unless you care that much.
Oh, are you going to get rid of topaz?
No, I'm saying there is one use for topaz, which is as enchantment of implosion.
Oh, yeah, you can use it for blowing up creeper or killing creepers easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's good early game if you can get a couple of them for that. But after that, meh. Now, if we had arrows, I'd use it for arrow points so I could shoot creepers with it. I'm not going to carry a special sword, but if I could have, arrows to shoot them with it. But that would also require us to have, like, a proper fucking quiver that Greg never bothered to give us, which would be fucking nice, so we could carry different arrows to use on different mobs and be able to switch them somehow from one to the other. It's one thing Greg never bothered to do. Maybe it's something you can think about for harder mode. Put that on the list with the, hey Net, put that on the list with the diving mask and fins and my battery belt. Let's see. Says we'll be adding the rest of the multi-block tooltips over this week, which is awesome. Added recycling recipe for mining pipes. So mining pipes is a small steel fluid pipe, and can also do it in the wire mill. And then if you put in the arc furnace, you get 4 nuggets back. Put it in the macerator, you get 2 small steel dust back. Why is that? A small steel fluid pipe is 1 ingot.
Look at the wire mill recipe.
Oh, it's only tiny in there. Gotcha. Okay. I was confused for a second. I forgot you can use tinies if it's in the wire mill. Which is still weird why they did that recipe that way. But yeah, I remember that from GT5. It's like, why would you ever do the handcrafting one that's going to give you less of the stuff? It's going to give you half of what you put into it. Made sure machine halls can't be disassembled. There was a problem with machine halls being disassembled?
Well, the craft recipe has more ingredients than the assembly recipe.
Yeah, that would be a problem if you disassembled it. Should be a recycling recipe where you just get the fucking contents of the metal put into it and the wires used for it, though. Ignoring the plastic and the wrought iron. Fixed melting point of some materials. What materials had the wrong melting points?
Bunch.
Oh,
Though
okay.
I'm not really sure it actually affects much in game other than like the and so.
Okay. Fixed language issue with prospecting book, which we'll be doing some more prospecting soon, so we'll check that out. When we do that, that's not going to change the one we had down here, right?
No.
I didn't think so. As I know we got one down here that was a little weird. Somewhere. Is it this one? Minecraft overworld produce 625 liters. And then you have to go to the next page to get oil. Which is still fucking weird. Why? But I think this is one of the old books.
Yeah, figure it out. So.
Yeah, this one here didn't even tell you what it was. You couldn't go to a second page. We need to recycle both of those books. They're both junk. PDA item now exists, but it doesn't do anything yet and is not craftable. Oh, is this for prospecting?
Yeah.
Cool.
Got to figure out how it should look in GUI and stuff.
Okay. Well, that's a start. Moved over some of the circuit components from GT Core to GT5R, mainly the hard settings items, which is good. Hid most of the hard setting circuit parts. Good, because we don't need those if we're not in the hard mode settings. And then GT core fixed hopper not being harvestable. Haha. Not haha.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. I ain't get it back. You owe me a hopper.
Here, hopper. That's familiar. Yesterday, not yesterday, last time I was here.
But now we should be able to get into it on every face. Fixed hopper screwdriver interaction. Added tooltip to hopper for screwdriver interaction. Fixed slots of hoppers with 36 slots. What was wrong with the 36 slot ones?
Didn't have 36 slots. It had like 6 times 4, 24. No, it's that's right. 6 times 24. Yeah, 24 slots.
You got another one of these so I can look. Oh, I guess I can look it up in here. Hopper. So, use screwdriver to config output amount. And we can go back. Alright, so other than the fact that it doesn't give you anything when you wrench it, it all looks much better now. Now I don't have to be opposite to the output to interact with it. And I can break it, I just don't get anything from it. Alright, and then the other stuff is from GT4R, which I'm hopefully going to be able to do. Let's see, today is Tuesday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. So Thursday morning, I think me and Tim are planning on doing a GT4R stream, and we'll check out the updates for that in that stream, and then continue my tunnel over to the hills area looking for the nickel. Now, wait a minute. I thought I had read that you added the need for this thing in this. Did I miss that one?
The structure isn't balanced just because of the fact that I have to add the structure requirements.
Yeah, so we should now have to have one of these in here, and it can be in any of the side slots or the top slots. Can't be in the bottom, obviously, because that's a stupid place for a muffler. But it can be any of those. These two, or where it should be, right there. Because that's where it should be, if you're me. If you're anybody else, I don't give a shit where you put your crap. That's where it should be. And I did find out that somebody's an asshole and voided my pincers. As you'll see, they are not in my bag. If I can hit the right button. And he voided our turbine out of our steam turbine. Because he messed with something again. So, whenever we make the turbine for the gas turbine, which, again, that should be in the next little bit, this week, I want to get that brought in, and we'll put it probably right over here in this area, right next to our large gas one, do some plumbing to change it around, which I accidentally left the server on, and we still have plenty of power, but now all of our multi-blocks are turned off because they are all backed up with fuel. This one, amazingly, is backed up with glycerol. This one's backed up with ethylene. This one's backed up with ethylene. This one's backed up with naphtha. The naphtha because of the ethylene issue. So, but we also have all of our tungsten that we were running done. So we have 74 tungsten, 91 tungsten steel. So we got all of that done. So right now we really don't need for power at all. We've got tons. We've got methane in here. We've got fuel oil in that one. We got kerosene in that one. We've got tons of stuff that can be burnt. But that means if we might have actually ran ourselves finally down on the benzene. Yeah, we ran the benzene down enough now that its redstone is turned off. So we finally ran all the excess we had of that out of there. So that's nice. Alright, so like I said, this was going to be a quick one tonight. That is our testing for this week. I will try to be back here tomorrow night, and we'll go mine up some redstone and get some power used in this base, hopefully, so we can set that up because, well, I'm probably going to set up a separate battery box for that. Because we need to get all of that hydrogen burnt the hell up so we can process stuff. So I'll probably make a separate battery box for that. Just so it can be like the main thing that gives us power at the moment. And we probably should look into upgrading our Lapatrons to orbs soon. It's not going to be too expensive to do so. I just have to go and get a bunch of sapphires, and we got to make a bunch of these. Oh, that's right. We got to set up making the buells. We got to get the crystallization crucible chamber done that we haven't done yet. So it's another thing I got to get done. So we'll work on getting that done here in the next week or two. See if we can change that over, and then I'll have to do some more redstone work. I think he's got most of the red wire stuff done so that I can properly set this up down here instead of having this just extend off of this one. I can set up different settings, because this is going to be like our last thing to run probably from now on. This is going to be like heavy when we get lots of power needed, but this is probably going to be almost phased out. We're probably not going to be needing that too much anymore. And then we'll start running some, making some reactor things with uranium. I'm thinking about making like a uranium thorium reactor where we have uranium rods around a thorium rod. See how that works. I still don't want to get into the 235 yet. 235 scares the shit out of me because it's critical. I don't like critical fuels. I don't like shit that can go boom. So unless I can figure out a way to make it not go boom, I ain't touching the 235 yet. But I think it'd be interesting to make one with uranium dumping neutrons onto the thorium and see how that works. And see how much power we can get out of that. Maybe do like a 5-chamber. 1, 2. Yeah, do like a 5-chamber that way. See how that works. But that'll probably be a couple weeks from now, because right now we don't need power. Anyways, I'm going to go bundle up in my blanket and hibernate for the night through this cold ass shit. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some mining and music for some redstone. Have a good one, and see you next time.